wanna drink hot sauce with me, baby? Don't you wanna show your toes with me, girl? Oh, I wanna stream with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Topo GGO's in the house tonight. Passive puppets here for the fight. First got whiskey, Chicky's got toes. Warzone's on, here we go! Oh, I wanna stream with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Oh, I wanna stream with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me?
I am live, I think. Ferb was in charge of that, so as far as I know, I'm live. Hi, friends. Hi, Twistin. Hi, Mrs. Rillos. Hi, Clipping. Hi, Odie. What are you doing? The cat. Psst, psst. Send him away. Send him away. All the crap behind. So we got the games back there. Ugh. Okay, I got this lovely something or other. Let me see if I can do something about that. Maybe. Maybe, not much, because I am who I am. So I have no idea what we're doing. Nope, it's not Ferb. It's not the number one Ferb. The number one Ferb is here. He is here. He is around. That's why I don't know what we're doing. I mean, I guess technically I could play the game if anybody wants to play, but he is trying to set up all the new shit he bought. Luckily, some of it was not very expensive, like cables and wires. And the stuff that we did get was on sale for good prices. But he has his diagram from Puppet. So we've got wires everywhere. It's just so yeah. But he did put in the Amazon cart a whole thing for wire cable management, and it's got like a million things. But yes, he showed you the Puppets diagram. Hi Shad. I need a new place just so I can get solar, so I can get decent pricing for AC for where I am, because I'm sweating my balls off just sitting in my car. Yeah, I believe it. It is beautiful here right now. It was in the 70s over the weekend. Today was in the 80s. And when I got over for Finley, I walked in with her leash, and usually she goes nuts when she sees her leash, and she just looks at me, she's like, oh, hi, and she turned around, walked to the back door. I was like, oh, are we not walking today? But it's a good day to walk, and I need to walk. So I let her out back, and she did what she had to do, and she came back up on the deck, and I was like, all right, let's go for a walk. And she comes in all excited. So I put her leash and everything on, her harness on, and we went out through the garage, and about a third of the way down the driveway, she just stopped. She's like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I was like, come on, let's go. And I tried to, tug her. Nope, I was like, I got treats, and I'm holding out the treats. And she's like, nope, So I recorded that and sent it to her mother. I said, I tried. And then when I took her back in, because as soon as I got close enough that the leash was not tight, she like headed right back to the garage door. I was like, all right, fine. So we took her in, and as we got in the garage to the door to the house, and she's like nosing at her treat bin, and I'm like, no, you can go for a walk. You don't get one of those. So she wasn't very happy with me in that moment. So we went and hung out back on the deck instead, which was still really nice. Because compared to the feels like 100 and some degrees, and being like a solid sheet of sweat. It was pretty nice. I remind you, when you get back from the wedding, you got to ask your mom again about getting a dog, preferably a pug or something somewhat small. Pugs are fun. Puggles are fun. We had, oh, you know what's up? An Affin pincher. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let me look if I can find. See, they look a lot like a Brussels Griffin, and the pictures that are online. Hold on. I did not talk to you, Siri. I love you, but I did not ask you to pull up stuff about. All right, so these aren't the best pictures because they're just not. Hold on. No, stop it. Stop it. All right. Shit, this thing is all the way over here. All right, hold on. I'm trying. She likes medium-sized dogs. She's not getting any structure. Yes, that's a very, very good point for sure. Our Wi-Fi apparently is acting up. That's fun. It's been acting up. I swear to God, I am not buying another freaking router. There. So these are Affin pinchers, and honestly, these pictures look more like Brussels Griffins or whatever they're called. I think that's what they're called. But they are fun. But we had one. Tony, they're not cats. They're called Affin pinchers. I need to find, I'm going to take a quick look and see if I can find the pictures that I have of our Affin pincher. I say ours. My parents got her after I moved out. I actually went with my mom to get her. How are you, Tony? You want a Maine Coon cat? Yeah, they are beautiful, and they're like rag dolls, but I'm too allergic. I had a friend that had like 3 of them, and they were such neat little neat cats. Shit. I don't know if I have any of her on here. I have to do a lot of scrolling, but I'm looking. That's good, Tony. Yeah, these aren't the best. So Affin pincher actually, like, if we looked it up before, and it actually means like monkey dog or something like that. They really do look like Brussels Griffins. Oh, Mrs. Rillos is putting recipes in. She put in a meatloaf recipe, guys. There is a meatloaf. Yeah, if I remember right, it means monkey dog. And I know you never know what you're going to get with any dog. But she really was. Her name was Phoebe. Oh, no, wasn't Phoebe. Phoebe, that's another one, a Yorkie poo. Yorkie and Poodle mix. She was another really awesome dog. That was Phoebe, was the Yorkie poo. Munchkin, was the Affin pincher. I'm looking to see. I'd rather bring it up on here instead of Facebook, but I don't know if I have the pictures on here. I don't think I do. I think I'll have to bring up Facebook, which I'm not always good with. Photos. You've seen all of those. Lucky you. All right, let me see. So these are all critters. Okay, let me see if I can do this without being stupid again like I was last time. So that's my Spocky dog. He's big boy. Yes, look at all the hair on the floor because he shed like crazy. He was a good dog. Do they pinch monkeys? She wouldn't have pinched anything. That was our Maggie girl at the lake. She loved the lake. That is Molly. She's a Lhasa. Lhasas, we've had a couple Lhasas. They're pretty good. You have a pug, lots of fun, but very needy. They're lovey-dovey. They're Velcro dogs. They're Velcro dogs. That is Munchkin. That's the Affin pincher that we had. And he sheds a coat a day. Does he really? See, that's one thing I don't miss the shedding. When I bring Finley over here and just petting her leaves so much hair behind. And I'm like, do I really want to deal with all the dog hair again? Because not really. So that is Munchkin. And she was the funnest little dog. She was just a lot of fun. She actually got very, very fat. She was diagnosed diabetic and then diagnosed with can't remember what the other thing is, but with the diabetes she had to get insulin shots. She got insulin shots twice a day. So whenever my parents went anywhere, it was my job to take care of her because I was the only other person in the family that would give her shots. But this is when she was younger. That's Molly the Lhasa. That is the Yorkie Poo. That is Phoebe the Yorkie Poo. Burb's back. But yes, Munchie was a Affin pincher. Munchie was a good dog. Yep. See, even Ferb liked Munchie. Molly was another story. Molly was very much a princess. No, that was Phoebe. Phoebe pooped on you and your mother. She was a puppy. She was only a couple weeks old, a couple months old. Yeah, Phoebe pooped on both Ferb and his mom. She liked to stand and walk on the back of the couch, and she was just a baby, and she just pooped, and it rolled down onto Ferb, who was laying on the couch. Shad mentioned that he wants to talk to his mom about getting a dog, and said maybe a pug, something small, and I was like, oh. Yes, you can have your mouse back. I had to put it on that screen. Sorry. That's another Lhasa. That was Misty. She was a good dog. She was a puffball. Twiston said you owe him a spin. And that was Rusty. That's Rusty Fitton. That's the Rusty Fitton we were talking about the other night. I don't know. I didn't see it, actually. What wheel? There it is. There it is. Stupid wheel. That was Rusty Fitton and Misty. That's Rusty Fitton again. Okay. Twisted said boo. That's Misty. That's Phoebe again. That's Phoebe again. That's Phoebe with the QWERTY. It's a baby QWERTY. She was so good. He was her baby. She would get so excited when he would come over. They were best buddies. So that's a Yorkie Poo, Shad. Just a thought. Yorkie Poos. Yorkie Poodle. Or Yorkies. Yorkies are fun too.
Best.
It's a Maggie and a Phoebe. That's Spock's Scooby-Doo photo. Scooby-Doo. Shad heard you. That's a Spocky. That's a Spocky. With our really old wall-to-wall carpet from our old house that Maggie tore up. Maggie grabbed a piece of it and just zipped like a zipper. We had to rip it all out. That was the bunny cage in the background.
Best.
Oh no. Hi, Shiny, how are you? There you are again. Yes, Shad is talking about after they go to his cousin's wedding, a dog. He's talking about a small dog. So I was telling him about the Affin Pinscher, which is a dog my parents had, and she was one of the best dogs. That's Maggie tearing up the bed we gave her. First day we gave it to her. Shad's like, I heard that test from Verb. He's watching all his settings and everything. He's got Puppet's diagram up and wires going everywhere. Those are my iguanas. And that's the last one there. So yes, those are my iguanas. Sam and Woody. Sam and Woody. From Cheers. Godzilla baby pictures. They were cool. I thought I knew how to take care of them, and I think I did okay taking care of them, but they could have had a much better life than they had. The one I used to take out with a leash to my brother's soccer practices and games and stuff. But I never got them to eat like the healthiest stuff that they could have. But yeah, this Yorkie Poo right here, she's one of the best. Losses were fine. Hey Mike, how are you? Iguanas actually do not do well with friends, I don't think, because like I had two and one took over and like ate more of the food and kind of took over and outgrew the other one. So that wasn't fun. And there's the Affin Pincher. She looks different than the other ones that I was showing you. But she was such a good girl. And so was she. She was the best dog. She got up to 80 pounds though, so she's a little big. She loved the lake. He's plugging in wires. She would use her tail as a rudder. Nope, not hearing you. Okay.
Test.
There you are. You like monitors, but their diet. Yeah, see, that's what I thought I knew how to take care of them. And like I said, I think I did okay with them, but they weren't great. That's a pretty one. Look at that one. Affin Pincher feeding guide. See, they all look very different. Anyway, like Twistin said, pugs are fun. Pugs sometimes have the issues with their breathing and everything, but they are adorable. And they start snorting. But we had never heard of the Affin Pincher before. He's a puggies. What color is your pug, Twistin and Mrs. Rillos? I have friends that had one and lost her. It took them a long time. They eventually adopted another one, rescued another one, a fawn. Yeah. Yeah, they're bred to have that short, smushy face. Just like the bulldogs. They're so cute, though. Frenchies are cute, too. If you can put it over a fence, it's not a real dog. Now, Mike, it's just not the dog for you. It's still a real dog, not the dog for you. There's a difference. Our Ralphie ended up being he was fat. Yeah, I think he hit like 33 pounds or so, and he needed to be about 25. But he was a little taller. They have a lot of personality. Yeah, I love the videos when they start talking. And they're those and huskies, but I don't think I could deal with it. I don't think I could deal with it all the time. I know Ferb couldn't. So we got Ralph, and we kind of knew he was going to be a smaller dog, but he won us over being so cute. There's an echo. Probably, yeah, Ferb's messing with everything. There was an echo, apparently, a minute ago. So you may get stuff. Your last one would scream bloody murder when getting like the videos where they echo's gone. I don't know. His brain is ticking. You like small dogs. You also like dogs that can protect. Have to protect the small dog. Yeah. No actual screaming like a person. Here's the Frenchy bulldogs. They're cute too. Our people around the corner have 2 of them. And then they have this other little tiny black and white thing that came after Finley when I was walking her one day and almost got punted. I would like, this is what I want. The Bernese Mountain Dogs. Probably would be better fit, but they're so cute. They're so cute. The big fluffies. They are my favorite. That defying scream, yeah. And the Huskies do that too. Yep. I like the one where all they do is like touch the paw. They don't even go near it. They just touch the paw and the dog's like flipping out and falling over. Yeah, Bernese Mountain Dogs, I saw a show on them and fell in love with them years and years and years ago. Oh yeah, definitely too big. Way too big. They are huge. And they also have very long hair. So their kind of sister dog, I guess, is the Swiss Mountain Dog. They have shorter hair. But they still shed like crazy, so
Test.
yeah.
Test.
But I would love one of those. I just don't know that
Test.
I want to deal with all the hair. Plus, you'd have, unless I find a reputable rescue. You heard test. Yeah, they're huge. I don't know how big they get, but very big. Test. But not Amber Heard. We don't need Fed down. Oh, lordy. No, we do not. So, yes, those are my favorites. They actually do Bernie doodles, which I have mixed feelings on the doodles. We know a couple that are awesome dogs. But again, it's a breeder thing and they're so expensive. It's going to live rent free in your head forever. Ew. Yeah. You don't know. And now I'm all paranoid about adopting from our local shelter because so many a lot of people are complaining that they're getting dogs that are like pretty sick. And it's like, we adopt them and then we're told that they think and they tell you to take them to the vet right away. But there's things that like the shelter should have picked up on, But instead of going through a trial that she didn't think any of that was gonna affect her. I really think she just felt that nobody would believe any of it. Too many designer dogs. The new bully look horrible. Which ones? Who's tiny, smushed up, ugly ass dogs? Yeah. The little smushy faces are cute. I just feel bad for them when they have the breathing issues. But if you get a good breeder that doesn't have them being super smushed, they do better. But yeah, Bernese and Swiss Mountains are my favorites. But I don't see us getting any of those. Bulldogs, boxers, yeah. I know bulldogs have been bred to a point that I think it's bulldogs, or is it the boxers? I think it's the bulldogs. They've been bred to a point that the babies are so big they have to be born C-section. Because our old neighbor's son had a bulldog and had to have a C-section. And she had the puppies. Let's see, big dog breeds. Great Pyrenees, English Mastiff. St. Bernard, Tibetan Mastiff Bloodhounds. Akita. We think our Maggie was part. We know she had to have had Shepherd, Border Collie. And we're pretty sure she had chow because she had the spots on her tongue. And she had the real thick hair. Or no, that was Spock. Spock was chow. Spock we think was chow in lab. Maggie we think was border collie, Dalmatian lab maybe. You had a bulldog. She was tiny, only 40 pounds, had a great grip. She attacked the attack sleeve. Whoop. This mic?
Again?
I got two mics in front of me.
Okay.
You good?
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome. I do like watching like the canine whatchamacalls, those they're gonna do that, the National Night Out. It's tomorrow night, actually. And they're gonna have canine demonstrations with the police doggies.
Test, test.
Oh. Look at that one. Oh. It's not showing the whole picture. It's not showing the whole picture. Bernese Mountain Dog. Irish Wolfhounds. They're weird looking dogs. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. Trying to do. I would like to do that. I want a good medium to large size dog is what I like. And it's not even so much the small dogs. I mean, I want a dog I can, play with and push around, which some small dogs are like that. But I don't like the yappy. The yappy drives me nuts. Some so fluffy and big look like werewolves. Yeah. That's a pretty one. It's a pretty puppy. So 2024, so it's over a year old. Most popular French Bulldog, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd. Slowy? Arabian Greyhound. English Foxhound. The Norwegian Lundhund. He's cute. Grand Basset Griffon Vendin. I have not heard of many of these dogs. Azawach. Belgian Lekenoy? Lekenoy? Belgian. Yeah, I've never heard of most of these. I've heard of like I've heard of the Spitz, but the Finnish Spitz. Polish Lowland Sheepdog. I've heard of a sheepdog. He's a little funky looking. Seski Terrier. Now see, I like black and white dogs. The Harrier. The Otterhound. Bergamasco Shepherd. This one looks like a mop. What was the other one you said looked like a mop? That one? Yeah. A little bit, but this one really looks like a mop. With all the dreads. He's cute. Pyrenean Shepherd. He's just a yapper. You can tell by looking at him. He's a yapper. Heard of the dandy only. Yeah. I've heard of terriers. There's all kinds of terriers. Skye Terrier. Antle Berkshire Mountain Dog. Yeah, party. Looks a lot like the Swiss Mountain. I think that picture was actually in the list of Swiss Mountain Dogs. We have a neighbor that has one of the Bernese around the corner. She walks. She used to walk him a lot. I don't think she's been walking him as much. He's probably getting older. Plot Hound. I've heard of that one. I've heard of a Plot Hound. Let's see what other dog breeds. You want a foxhound? They're very noisy and they like to run. Our beagle would get out and run. He had like 8 homes before we got him, and he was only like 2 when we got him, if that old. So he was never trained properly. He was a mess. The cutest small dog breeds in the world. Okay, Shad. Oh, now we're looking at the small breeds, Shad. That looks like a Pomeranian. Chinese crested powder puffs. No hair on their face. Some of them don't have hair on there. They only have a little bit of hair on the top of their heads and their tails and their legs. They're very weird looking. Yeah, this one is different. Because it says they only have small tufts on their head and tail. You had a Chihuahua, Mr. Chip. He was the ladies' man. Brown and Sansu, look at it. That's what Bustin has. He's had a couple Chihuahuas, a couple different kinds. Long hair. They've got one now that has to be mixed with something. But she's definitely Chihuahua. But she's got really long legs and she's like long. This one even has more hair than most of them do. Most of them are mostly bald. The Italian Greyhounds. They are pretty, but they scare me. They just seem so breakable. Buer Terriers. Looks like a Yorkie with a little bit longer hair. Hello, hello. You should hear me now. Ferb's trying to set up new mics and a whole new mic system with a million wires.
That was a good game.
So, yeah. Oh, I hear
Sam,
turtle. He's trying to get everything. So miniature dachshunds. I was saying I like them, but they've got the long back. They have back issues. Them and corgis, basset hounds. But they're cute. Pekinese, I've never been a big fan of Pekingese. They just, especially when they, no, no, thank you. I mean, if I were to see one, I'd be like, oh, you're so cute, but I don't want one. I don't want one. Papillions. I had a friend that had one of them. She was really cute and really sweet, but she was very, very, very tiny. You only met one nice Pekingese. Yeah, I don't know what their temperament tends to be. My friend's Papillion was very sweet. She was very sweet. She was so tiny, though. So fragile. Miniature pinchers. I had a friend who had a miniature pincher and a Doberman pincher. And they were quite the pair. And the miniature pincher was spoiled to all get out. And she wasn't mean, but she ruled the house. And the Doberman was the biggest baby in the world. And he did not have his ears clipped, so he had long floppy ears. His tail was clipped, but his ears were not. Yeah, the miniature pinchers can be pretty small. Hers was a fairly sturdy dog, though. Hers was a good size. So the mini was Gretel, and then when she got the Doberman, she named him Hansel. So she had Hansel and Gretel. But he was just a big baby, as big as he was. Pomeranians. Yeah. I had a neighbor with Pomeranians. They were sweet little dogs. Very yappy, though. Very, very yappy. And there's the pugs. Happy alternatives to French Bulldogs. Why are they an alternative? They're their own dog. Mrs. Rillos loves her puggies. She's had a couple. Excuse me. Pugs are her babies. Little wrinkly heads. And little sausage bodies. Excuse me, fox terriers, which is what they told us Ralph was a fox terrier. How many have you had, Mrs. Rillos? I know you've had a couple. They told us Ralph was part 5, and I see that. I could see that from him. He definitely had terrier of some sort. 4. Excuse me, my goodness. Toy poodles. The big poodles like full-size standard poodles kind of freak me out a little bit. I don't know why. They're big. Old style or modern pugs. Havanese. It's a pretty puppy. That's a lot of work, though. Goodness sakes. Am I yawning? The Bolognese. That is a cute little dog. Very cute little dog. Oh my lorsh. They are too cute. That dog did something bad. He's like, he got caught. What? I didn't do nothing. You're right. You are right. Sorry for was typing a lot. That is too cute. Uh-huh. And then they grow up. Well, just more so the more like any breed of dog, it seems. They're overbred to meet like the certain like the dogs like the pugs, the dogs like the bulldogs. They're so they're bred so many are bred specifically to get the really smushed up face. Or the really stocky, or the really turned, like the bulldogs with the turned out legs. It's like people are breeding them specifically for those traits that should just be mild random traits versus, every single one. Yeah, no, I didn't think you were. But it's like specifically trying to get those, really characteristic instead of just letting them be the natural. Exactly. Yeah. The Affin pincher my parents had, they actually had to have her nose, that her nostrils were too small. So she had a procedure that actually opened up her nostrils. Oh, hello, troublemaker.
Remember when I couldn't play with my...
Yes. It's still doing that?
Yeah, you
I
said-
haven't been able to figure out how to do it. I haven't figured it out. I'm not sure how to fix it. It didn't fix it. It's not a game pack issue, though, is the problem. Unless it's something you're trying to play that you don't own. I know that. Yeah, there's different things in Minecraft. I think Twistin just put a picture. Oh, all right, hold on. Twistin put a picture of there. Is that your current puggy? See, that face isn't too smushy. That's a nose that can breathe. Too cute. That's a baby. Jackson. Mrs. Rillis also likes human names for the puppers. But, buddy, I'm not sure how to fix that. I've tried to look into it and I'm not sure how to do it. We can try to see if Cordy can figure it out, but I think it has to do with the settings and I haven't been able to figure out the settings, so I don't know. That's when he was younger. He's about to be 5. It looks like a baby. I will see if Cordy can help you. He can't join any other Minecraft worlds with his friends for some reason. It keeps saying that there's settings, but I haven't changed any settings, so I don't know why it's not letting him do it. Cute, cute, cute. There's kitty cat. Got her a puppy. We got our dog a puppy and we lost her a week later. Oh. We did. Maggie was what, 12 and a half or so? And we got Ralph, and we had Ralph for about a week. And we took them both to the vet for, she had a checkup appointment. So we made an appointment for him at the same time. And then that night she developed bloat and we ended up losing her. She was such a good dog. Oh my goodness. I like them to, what are they called? The Brittany, what are they called? Spaniels. Brittany Spaniels. That's what that looks like. That looks like a border collie, but this looks like a Brittany Spaniel. Oh, yes. Look how little. So tiny. Tiny. Riley and Olive. The tail says it all. You can't even see the tail. He's waving. Oh my lorsh. He's so tiny. He's gonna be a tiny doggy. My uncle had a Rottweiler, and when it was a puppy, it looked like a little mini bear. Just put him in front. Just put him in your pocket. Just look out your pocket. Black Lab started to warm up. I don't think the lab had a choice. That puppy was like, "You will love me. You will love me whether you want to or not." Very smart and sweet, but very anxious, decided to let her pick her own companion. After weeks of meeting dog, after shelter, she met the one. Small husky girl seems to soothe her. Huh. It's not as cute as the other ones, but it's a cute story. Yep, there you go. That's them running and playing. Oh, we got another picture. Oh my gosh. They look like stuffed animals. Another picture. Yes, the Bernies. There's Jackson again. With a stick that's 3 times his size. Did he try to bring it in the house? That's the other one I like is the videos of the dogs trying to bring the sticks in, like, the doorways. Very proud. Little curly tail. He did. And how many times did you or Twistin get smacked with that stick? Gladiator. He wanted to play Star Wars. Wanted to play Star Wars. Fix it. A mini doodle. That's what our neighbor has is a mini doodle. It wasn't hard to take away. It was so long. I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't have a grip on that. Like, nope, you can't have it. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Too cute. See, I like when dogs are buddy-buddy. Buddy-buddy. Excuse me. He was also still a puppy, not very strong. Yeah. He got my mastiff, his own bulldog. Oh my gosh. He's like, leave us alone. We're snuggling here, sleeping here. Boop. Uh-huh. The teeth has got the bottom, the underbite, and the jowls like whoosh. Yeah, boop. OG Ferb has a husky. Oh my lorsh. Great Danes. We have somebody in the neighborhood has one. He's huge. So huge. A scrawny husky. Like a skinny husky. I think they are supposed to be athletic. Yeah, being fluffy and woofy looking. We had a coworker, her parents had a wolf, it was a wolf hybrid. So it was part wolf and part husky or something, I don't know. She was very skittish. Very pretty though. Too cute. Ooh, would have rubbed a belly. Rubbed a belly. I am a sucker for ears on like They are cute. Olive's reaction, we told her lady wasn't here just to visit. Like, oh shit, take her away. Lady doesn't look too excited either, to be honest. There's a hound dog. It's a hound dog. One definitely ate the edible. Oh no. You're ordering more stuff? Guarding the new puppy. He's definitely seen some things. Oh no. Oh, it's a little kitten. Little kitty cat. Oh no. All right. Oh, need to find something else. Is that the find your guy who proposes to jointly adopt a kitten? Oh, he's a cutie too. Oh no, that's not good. First nap on a bed in a home. Oh, he looks quite comfy. Cats are trouble. They're very cute though. That's cute. Oh my lorsh. Sleepy kitty in the hood. That's a blind baby. She's 12 years old. Oh. This little bow tie, little tie. Oh, excuse me, my goodness. Foster fail. It looks like that dog Tatum, where they do the voices. I know he's on Facebook, probably Instagram, but he's got the guy does his voice all high pitched. Do I have another puppy? I've another puppy picture to show. Hold on, another twisting. Who's this guy? I haven't heard about this guy. We haven't heard about that guy. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. That's Capone. I like Capone. Oh my gosh. It's a happy puppy. Looks like he's gonna turn into the Hulk with his green eyes, yeah. Alright, what else?
This is not going to be working.
I didn't think it was. I knew you wanted to fiddle with it and stuff, but Herb's like, this is not gonna be working tonight. He was very optimistic. He had all the diagrams, but apparently something's not quite working the way it was expected to do. Well then. The hell? Excuse me. Nope, no H. Yeah, I know there's no N, but I'm using it anyway. Is that even a word? It is a word. Does it have two eyes in it? There's no T. I don't think that's a. So the G has to go in the middle. Oh, yes. Thank you, Mrs. Rillos. Thank you, thank you. 54 is my max streak, and the reason I lost that streak was because I skipped a day by accident. That sucked. That stunk. So if you haven't paid attention to our Discord, Mrs. Rillos, we started talking and everybody decided we wanted a recipe channel. So Mrs. Rillos has been putting, she put her chicken pot pie with red lobster biscuit topping in there with pictures. And crispy burritos with pictures. And today she put in Mrs. Rillo's meatloaf with pictures. She made it with some, is that green beans? Or is that asparagus? It's green beans. Asparagus. And some potato, like hash brown type chopped up potatoes. Lurky dookie dookie. Thank you, Dookie. Hope you are well. Sending love. So you have to check out the recipes. So far, only Mrs. Rillers has been putting her recipes, but two of us have made her. The recipe isn't in here; it's in the general one. Her fancy Joe's, which is sloppy Joe in a biscuit cup with cheddar cheese on top, and it was delicious. So now we have to make some of our other recipes. And if you have a good recipe, put it in there. And it could be your own, or it could be just something you make that you like. It is all good. Ooh, I hear myself. Very choppy, but I'm hearing myself. It's weird. Now I'm not. A Geo. ZD is pasta. tick is a nasty little bug or a tick. We could have some homophone things with beach. Easy effort geo vendetta. Vendetta. V is for vendetta, C for cookie. Are there any of the other mores of those that I get at? A is for apple. I don't know what a third one would be though. E for effort. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Mite is a bug. Tick is a bug. Aphid is a bug. And a beetle. I am hearing myself. I am no longer hearing myself. So pine, cedar, beech are all trees. Is a yew a tree? I feel like maybe. Yay! Words that sound like 2 letters. Some of the things that group them in are so weird. You can get a hint. Cutting it close theme words. Huh?
Let's take this you off.
Okie dokie. We will be ending stream soon. Herb thought he was going to be able to do some of this stuff this way. It would help him set it up, but it's apparently not, so. Like, cutting it close. Clip. Clipper. Oop. Clippers. Ah, clippers. Uh, Shave.
Keep talking.
I don't know. Prime. Blah, blah, blah. Beat. Nope. Hey. Comb. Comb. Oh, things you use to cut hair. Let's see. I don't see skizzers. But cape. Use a cape. Barbers. Barbers. Barbers what? Barber shop. No, I spelled that wrong. Barber shop. Trimmer. Shaver goes this way. Eats, thank you. The Z. What am I missing with the Z? It's gotta be. Can't be that way. Z. What is the Z? Razor. Duh. Aftershave. Oops. All right, friends. I think we's gonna turn this off now so Ferb can try to work on these mics a little more. Thank you for your help, Mrs. Rillos. You want to set that up to go to Rillos? Rillos just went live. So anybody's here, we'll go over to Twisted. Shiny, are you still live? You were live earlier, Shiny. Did I say hi? I know I was there. But thank you for hanging out and looking at all the puppies. Sat there and played all the puppies. Shad brought out the puppies. All right. Hopefully we will be on tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to have audio or not, but we'll have something, I guess. All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.